Hi friends, welcome to Spark Nature Winter Builders Week 2, forest path making and trail building. We were so busy today with tons of physical work. We crafted a new trail, completed last week's lean-to, and built a water bridge to cross the stream. And the best part?
Everything got used. We didn't go to Home Depot, we didn't go to Lowe's, we didn't bring anything from any kind of big box store.
We kicked off the day by hauling donated Christmas trees into the cove and talking through the plan for the day.
What we're gonna do now is, before we start building, we wanna kind of let nature tell us where the stream trail is, right? So we're gonna walk, use our eyes, and we're gonna look for what you think is the trail. If it's already there and we don't need to do a lot of work moving things out of the way, that's something you want to pay attention to, right? We're going to line the trail on the left and the right, so there's a little walkway, so when you guys come here from now on, you'll know, oh, there's another trail now. So we have that trail, and then we're going to create another trail this way.
And maybe we can let the animals kind of guide us. Does anybody know what it's called when we see the animal tracks in a row? A game trail. So the animals tend to help us with that. We can look to the animals to see if we see any tracks and where there's a natural pathway, and maybe just expand that natural pathway. Animals tend to try and take the easiest way through the woods. They don't want to walk through the really thick stuff. They want to find the way just along it, so we're going to try and do the same.
We began our scouting mission by walking through a new section of the property to find the best route for the trail. We followed areas where natural paths were already forming and ended up discovering access to a new part of the stream. While that was happening, some kids delighted in squishing through the rich mud, toddlers mixed potions with sticks, and others relaxed, climbed, and hung in the trees. But then we had to decide what to do next.
Well, we have to talk about the trails.
Yes.
Which way should we go, guys?
Are we missing a bunch?
Okay, it's kind of a split decision. This way is nice. I like it. It's wide open.
Yeah.
It has some muddy spots, so we're going to have to put a lot of material there.
Do you remember what we did last year?
Branches across, we can do like little walkways. And they'll kind of support kind of like a land bridge. Clipping, this trail kind of meets that trail, but it goes past another little tree. And if you were really into clipping, we could really kind of clip that and follow the game and connect it. But so this team is really going to work on getting this ground so we can walk on it, finding branches to lay across and making a land bridge, and then putting other large trees and stuff to mark our trail. Trim the rose bushes and connect it. But speaking of bridges, this is a land bridge. The other part of the trail to get across the stream, we could make a water bridge over the stream. So if we can get this main trail done, maybe we have time to build the bridge later too. And then we can use our trees as our base. And then you guys can cross the stream.
Once the path was decided, we broke into groups and spread out across the land, each child taking on a different task. Mr. Adam worked alongside some of the children to get the fire going, showing them how to build it safely and patiently. Others carefully used saws to remove branches from the trees and stacking them for the lean-to walls. Another group grabbed clippers and began clearing and defining the pathways, trimming overgrown sections and figuring out the best way to move through the space. During the work, we even discovered an old pile of concrete slabs and broken tiles. The kids excitedly carted them over to reinforce some of the muddiest and messiest sections of the trail. A perfect opportunity for creativity, teamwork, and testing their strength. This kind of work is a core tenet of our program. Children are invited into real, meaningful tasks that matter to the group. They contribute, put forth genuine effort, and move between jobs as their interest shifts. They learn to collaborate organically. In this rhythm, hands are busy, bodies are fully engaged, and the purpose is clear. Children often find their natural flow state. They're not just building trails or structures, they're building confidence, resilience, and a deep sense of belonging.
Okay, so it's not muddy here anymore, okay? There are these concrete planks. It's been sitting here for maybe 20, 30 years. These thin concrete sheets, I put them here, so now if you step, the mud is not here, okay? But what we can do is, a couple of people that have those, the pines, let's decorate the left and the right with some pines.
Before we knew it, the trail was complete, lined with birch that the children had carried, cleared of debris, and reinforced over the muddiest spots. It led perfectly down to the stream, which was great because our art project was next, building the water bridge.
Do this, we're gonna lay one down like this. I'm gonna flip this tree and put the thick side over here. So it's gonna be thin and thick, thin and thick. You see that? And now they're closer together. If I do this, and you walked across, when it gets over here, not a lot of support, someone's foot's gonna go right through, right? But what we're gonna do is switch them. So we'll go thin, thick, thin, thick. Does that make sense? So then when we tie together, look how close they are. Okay?
Yeah, so we're gonna do some basic tying here. We're just gonna see how the ones are not quite long enough, so we're just gonna make those together into one. We took the thick end and the thin end, and we flipped them, and then they're gonna get strung and hold together like that. And then we're gonna tie them together and lay them down, and they'll give us just a little something to walk on to make sure that our friends without waterproof boots can walk down the trail and then over to the other part near the mandala.
Mr. Adams started with a demo on how to tie the knot, fastening the trunk securely together. Some kids jumped right into that activity, while others returned to clipping and clearing the second trail we had begun. The kids took turns carrying the trunks down to the stream, where more kids were scouting the perfect spot for the water bridge and stacking stones and rocks to create a stable base. Mr. Sebastian helped tuck these pieces of wood into the edges of the stream, ensuring everything stayed in place. With the sun shining down, the kids once again had a chance to practice collaboration, problem solving, and teamwork to complete the project. Once the bridge was finished, they loved walking across it, testing their balance, celebrating a job well done, and sharing ideas for how to improve it. For the first attempt, it was an incredible success, and every child contributed to making it happen.
But it's so much fun to do it on a beautiful day with all of you together. The teams that we did today, cutting teams, the lean-to team, the trail team, just amazing what you can do when we work together. Things get done faster, so just keep that in mind, that if you work together, there's nothing you can't do.
And awesome job on the lean-to, guys. What a beautiful space and good collaboration, good negotiating, and good giving and taking, and what the design should be as far as where the window should go and things like that. It was such a fun day.
Amazing.
Thank you.
While the focus of today was on building, there was also some pretty epic boy versus girl battles, bamboo sword duels, and plenty of free play, all happening alongside creating a trail, finishing the lean-to, and crafting a bridge.
The start of a new section on the property that the kids can play at and add to it. The lean-to was completed and thatched. Amazing, amazing moments today of learning, cooperating, what we can do as a team. It just continues to show the children when we work together, there's nothing we can't accomplish. So all in all, amazing day.
Today was the epitome of everything Spark Nature is about. Teamwork, collaboration, participation, outside time in nature. We built 3 things today. We completed the lean-to structure, we built a new trail, and we built a bridge to cross the stream. I'm so proud of how the kids were so engaged, teamwork, taking turns, practicing patience, really focused and present. And I just took a step back and I watched everyone in flow state doing their thing. And it's just amazing what we could do when we all contribute. And that's really the message that we stress to the kids. Like, we're so much better when we work together. So excellent job. I'm so proud of us. And next week we're doing benches.
That's a wrap on week 2 of Winter Builders, Forest, Pathways, and Trail Building. Thanks so much for following along on this adventure. We can't wait to see where the next adventure takes us. As always, please remember to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Help us to spread the spark. Get yourself and your kids outside.